Hey guys, it's LOZA, and yes, it happened. Primite Fusion and the new Fusion monster have finally been released and revealed by Konami, so we have the official arts now, and I definitely haven't talked about this card before or its effects. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Just forget about that, because it's the video now, right? That's right. So now that we have the official card release and art, let's talk about it. Primite Fusion is an incredibly good fusion spell because it starts its line of text with Fusion Summon a Dragon Fusion monster from extra deck. That's fantastic for DM and for Blue Eyes and everyone else, really. By shuffling its material from field, grave, and or banishment into the deck, that's really good, including a normal monster. Very good for Dark Magician. We can even Allure of Darkness, banish Dark Magician, and then just flop this out and get rid of your Barrel and your Dark Magician back to the deck. Very good, and a way to recycle banish Dark Magician. We don't have that in Archetype yet. I'd love to see it, but for now we can use this as a way to recycle DM. You can also banish this card from grave at a level 5 or higher. Primite monster from deck or grave to hand. This is really good because there is the Primite Imperial Dragon that's not really as good as anything else in the deck, but now you can play it as a one-off and search it, so maybe there's some, reason to play it now. Plus, any level 5 or higher Primite monster that comes out later, this is, future-proofing for that. But this also adds from deck or grave to hand, so if you do open that Bricky Imperial Dragon, you can just discard it and add a bag later of Vanishing Primite Fusion. Not to mention, this could give you a card in the hand for Dragoon negate, but we can't summon Dragoon off this because it only summons a Dragon Fusion monster, and Dragoon is a spellcaster, but we can still make Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Yay! Now, there is a fusion monster we need to talk about real quick, and let's be real, this card pretty much looks like Big Barrel. If they just made Barrel a bit wider, a bit longer, this is just Big Barrel, let's be real. The stats even reflect this 1600 attack. Anyway, it is Primite Dragon Nether Berzelius, and this card is a Primite monster and a normal monster. You'll notice it has 0 defense, 1600 attack, and it gains 1000 attack for every normal monster used for the fusion summon. So that's pretty cool because it is +1+ normal monsters. You can use as many as you like, I suppose. This is where it gets weird. I don't know why you'd ever want to use more than one unless you're like pushing for game. I guess technically, can't we summon this off Secrets of Dark Magic? We could use Secrets of Dark Magic, go into this push for game. Okay, we're actually probably going to play this in Dark Magician as a one-off, because you could Secrets push for game with Beryl and DM, right? That's kind of nutty. I kind of like that. That's really nice. Anyway, we're not even done with the effects. It does have a Floodgate effect, but I honestly think this effect is not very good, and it's because it needs multiple vanillas in your grave, so let's talk about it. Negate the activated effects of monsters your opponent controls whose level, rank, link rating is less than or equal to the number of normals on your field grave. So I guess against Blue Eyes it's good because Sage is level 1, and you can get a vanilla on your field grave, using the Primite stuff or other stuff, and then hey, your opponent's locked out of Sage, they're locked out of the Link 1 effect. It's really good, but against any other deck like Ryzeal with level 4s, how are you going to get 4 vanillas in your grave turn 1, right? That's just not going to happen. So I think take this fusion with a grain of salt. This will be really good into the Blue Eyes matchup, and anything else with level 1 monsters. Everything else, this is kind of bad, because ideal DM and Blue Eyes plays is getting 1 to 2 vanillas in the grave turn 1. That's about it, and this wants to shuffle one back if you use the fusion spell to get there. So typically one of your two fusions is going, one of your two vanillas, sorry, is going back to the deck. So I can't see you ever negating anything relevant with this outside of Blue Eyes and level 1 decks. Maybe I'll be wrong in future, but anyway, that's my thoughts right now. Now, if this card is sent from field to grave, you can special a normal monster from deck in defense. That's really good because it says field to grave, obviously not banishment, but still, just if it's sent there. Sent from field to grave, either by you or your opponent. Important thing to note there. No battle phase shenanigans though, because it summons in defense, but once again, nice effect to be tacked on there. I don't think this card is too good. Just to give you a very brief overview. It's going to be a bit niche, but the main thing is the fusion spell, right? This means we can summon a Dragon Fusion monster, which there's a lot of good Dragon Fusion monsters, guys. But let's look at some combos in Dark Magician where we can use this card. Now, I'm not saying we should play Circle and Eternal Soul at 3 moving forward, but actually, that's exactly what I'm saying. With the Primite engine, it's actually possible to one-card Dragon Knight off just your Barrel. So let me show you how you do it. You normal summon your Barrel, that will go and get you Lordly Load, and it will set it on the field. So let's just flip it over for the purpose of being accurate. We're going to flip up Lordly Load and add any Primite spell trap. Well, a Primite card, actually. We're going to get Primite Fusion, and then we're going to link away Barrel, and we're going to go into the Blue Eyes link one, because we like stealing from Blue Eyes in this deck. Blue Eyes says go get Mausoleum, so we'll go and do that. Activating Mausoleum effect, target the spirit, and we're going to be able to mill a Dark Magician to the graveyard. I've just drawn it for convenience, but there it is in the bin. And then we can also go Lordly Load. And guess what? That's going to... Well, sorry, this one's actually going to summon a Dark Magician, not put it in the grave. This time we summon Dark Magician, then we're going to activate Primite Fusion. We can shuffle back both of these, right? So we're going to go... to bottom deck, and we can summon Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Now, of course, without Circle or Eternal Soul, there's not much point doing this, but I digress. We're going to keep going. We need to link into Imdok now. Now we need to link into our beautiful dragon known as Spheres. And then we can banish this bad boy, the Primite Fusion, from the grave. And we'll go get ourselves a copy of the... where is it? Here it is. And we get a copy of Imperial Dragon as well. Now, on the opponent's turn, if we have a way to summon Dark Magician back... Because I've already used Load and I've already, you know, summoned Dark Magician. Maybe if you had a Magician Souls or an Eternal Soul. Hopefully that's why you'd make Dragon Knight, right? If you had Eternal Soul, otherwise there's not much point. You'd be able to Tribute a Vanilla and then normal summon this on your opponent's turn as well. So off one card, we're able to get to Dragon Knight, Spheres, Primite, Dragon in hand, 1 DM in grave. Like, this is pretty nuts for a 1-card starter. Not to mention... if you open Load, you can do the same thing. So Beryl and Load, the 3 of them together, like 6 cards. You have 6 ways to, like, you know, Primite Fusion. Not to mention, you can just play 3 copies of Primite Fusion as well. So you got 9 ways to this beautiful Dragon Knight shenanigans. I think that's pretty good. I'm a big fan of Primite Fusion. I'll have some more videos testing what else we can do with it later. This is just my first one off the top of the head. What do you guys think of the new cards? Are you a fan? Do you like playing Primite in Dark Magician? If you haven't, maybe you should check out some of my live streams of Master Duel where I've been thoroughly enjoying Primite DM. And I want to say I was someone who was very skeptical about it, but it does truly feel like a better way to play Dark Magician, so please give it a shot, at least for me. But anyway, I've been LOZA, you know me, I'm the Dark Magician guy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll have more Dark Magician content coming very soon because we've got Dark Magician support coming. Get excited. What do our cards do? You tell me in the comments, and I'll see you then. Bye. Did I mention you can make Dragoon with this stuff? I know you're thinking like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, but no. I'm talking about Sacramentum Dragoon. That's right, those of you who stuck around until the end of the GOAT, and guess what? This card's kind of busted. Yeah, it loses attack for each banished card, but guess what? We shuffle back from banishment with Primite Fusion, so it's all good, right? It's all good. Now, your opponent's special summon Dragon and Spellcaster monsters cannot activate their effects while this Fusion Summon card is in a monster zone. Hello? Win the mirror match against Blue Eyes, or against Dark Magician, I should say, but also win the matchup against Blue Eyes. Win the mirror, win against Blue Eyes. It's a win-win scenario. With the Dragon Tail deck coming out soon too, it's another Spellcaster Dragon deck. Hey guys, fuse into this. The fusion material, 1 Dragon, 1 Spellcaster. Whoops, that's literally everything in the deck. This card is a level 8 Light Dragon Fusion. What more do I need to say, guys? This card is kind of nuts. Can we also tutor into this? I think we can. Can we use Duality to go into this from Dragon Knight? I think we can tribute Dragon Knight and Duality into it. I'm pretty sure we can. But we're not even done. Let's, come back to Sacramentum Dragoon. You can also target a Dragon and Spellcaster monster in your grave. Special 1 of them to your field and the other to the bottom of the deck. Well, I thought we were going to special 1 to the opponent's field. But no, we're going to special 1 to our field and put the other on the bottom of the deck, which is an interesting effect. I suppose you could recycle a Link monster like Imdok, put Imdok as the dragon, bottom of deck, you know, back to the extra deck, and then Dark Magician to the field. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. We love that for Primite stuff. Anyway, what do you think of this? This seems nuts. So I thought I'd tack it on in the end here for a secret for all the gamers who stuck around. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.